diving. Hope comes and stops us in our tracks. Bravely we prove in our striving, trudging together each day. Where there's a will, there's a way.
Ooh, Unity Picnic. Oh, I'm going to that. That'll be fun. That'll be a lot of fun. Okay. DACA. Central office. They're having a shindig. They're having a whoopee party. Giving $20K to 10 small businesses. Not me. Trust me. You ain't giving me 10K. So, all right. So, it's hard to explain, but this isn't gonna be too awfully long. It's just, in Colorado right now, I may have to do some repeating if some other people show up, but I'm not really expecting anybody, honestly. I've got it. I'm just kind of wasting time. I think I'm too honest sometimes. It's like I work with spots. I was talking with a sponsee earlier, and we're getting ready to move on to step 2, and they're like, "Do you have any homework or anything you need me to do?" I'm like, no. Why would I give you? Well, my last sponsor. I'm not your last sponsor. Steps 1, 2, and 3 require no action. I don't want you to put any action in right now. No. In the beginning, your only job is to stay sober and go to meetings. That's it. I don't want you doing anything else. Beyond that, I want you taking it easy. I want you living your life. Okay? What am I teaching this person? Delayed gratification. A skill very, very necessary. A skill that's very, very necessary. All right. So I got us to the 3-minute mark at least. So welcome to Daily Trudge. My name is Dion. If you're here, please say hello. So if you live in Colorado, okay, at least today, I don't know how it is in the rest of the country. Okay. But today, I can tell you right now, fucked up a lot of alcoholics. About 20% of the people at the meetings I went to today were gone. And it's because the perfect storm happened. The perfect storm happened. And if you were going through a lot of emotions before today, you're even more susceptible because you're going to want to be relieved of this overwhelming emotional status that you're in, usually anger. It's usually anger. So what's going on today that created the perfect storm to where, I don't know, between 15 to 20% of people in AA left today? This happens once a year. I'm going to tell you what it is. Today was the first nice day in Colorado. The first, really nice day. We were in the 80s. It's Friday, and it's payday. That is the perfect storm to relapse, especially if you are in an over-emotional state. I got rid of somebody. Okay. What are some other things? What are some indicators? Let's ask Google. Let's try and avoid relapse here, though. Okay. How do I know I'm about to relapse?
Help is available by calling 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline at
All
988.
right, 6 relapse warning signs. Okay. If you're just joining, what I was saying, what the perfect storm is today is number one, it's a very, very nice day. When the sun comes out and we start to get that vitamin D, what happens is then we get that stuff that makes us feel good, right? It's that stuff that makes us feel good. So, number one, we have a nice day. Number two, it's Friday. And number three, it's payday. And because of that, we lost a lot of people today. They couldn't take it anymore. They are drinking because of a phenomenon craving. I understand this because this is a why? Because when I was out mowing the lawn and I thought to myself, what a nice day for a drink. It crossed my mind. That's how I know. That's how I know. Because it was perfect. I got plenty of money in the bank. Things are good. And if I have been very angry over the last few weeks, I'm in a lot of danger today. So if you didn't notice and you went through your day, good job, man. Good job. It was a tough day for a lot of alcoholics. How to detect signs of early relapse, diminishing contact with sponsor. Okay, you stop going to meetings. But your sponsor is usually the first to go. I know my sponsor ain't going to chase me. My sponsor is not going to chase me. Okay. Neglecting recovery practices like skipping AA meetings, not talking to your sponsor. Maybe you call a friend each day. Maybe you read 84 and 85 each day and you didn't today. Maybe you didn't pray. That's one of our practices. Maybe you didn't meditate. Okay. Maybe you thought that there was a different priority. Oh, I'm a couple of years sober now and I have my priorities are different. No. My number one priority is to stay sober and help other alcoholics. It's my number one priority because without that, there's nothing for me. Increased symptoms of anxiety or depression. Anxiety is a big one. Gotta get this done and this done and that done. Yeah. No, you need to stop, relax, and take it easy. It's going to get done. I have a very big backyard, and I neglected it. Okay, so today I had a harder time mowing. Same thing, right? It's the same kind of concept. So it took me longer, but it had to be done. So what did I do? Well, I did it in pieces. I didn't look at the whole yard and go, okay, I'm going to get this all done today. What I said is I'm going to get this square done. I'm like, oh, I'm doing okay. I'm going to do this next square. And before you know it, I got half the yard done. Right? Neglecting appearances. I'm horrible with this. I used to be really vain on what I look like, but I've gone live so many times in my pajamas now. That's not true. I usually try and keep up on my appearance. I do. I'm bad at shaving. But, I don't wear, when I go out, I don't wear shabby clothes. I do care about my appearance, a little bit, but it is nice walking around with a cute wife, and so people say, how did he get her? It's my winning personality. Certainly ain't my money. Romanticizing past substance use. It is so easy to sit down with another alcoholic and start telling war stories. The good old days. This is dangerous. This can be dangerous because you will start to get excited. You will start to get excited. This is a message. Oh, it's spam and blocked. Okay. Becoming socially isolated. This is where I always need to be careful. And not just because, okay, you don't need to drink to relapse. Okay. Hi, Michelle. Just like you, let's say you get sober, but you don't do anything with your recovery. Okay. Which means you didn't do anything up here. You didn't do any of the stuff. So you just got sober. Your alcoholism is still progressing. It is still progressing. So that means, okay, you're going to relapse emotionally first. It's either going to be spiritually or emotionally. The relapse will happen. Okay. Once I have stepped out of the sunlight of the spirit, big danger. Big danger. The moment I think I know better, I'm in danger. Okay. And I'll be saying this a third time, but Michelle, you didn't hear what the perfect storm was today. And I think you'll get it. I think you'll get it too. I know Patricia does. So in Colorado, like I just went to my 3:00 meeting, and we usually have like 65 to 70 people. Today was 35. Okay. Now, granted, Friday is usually a bit smaller anyway. So we lost half. What happened? It was really nice here. It was payday and it was Friday. And we know how that feels. So I'm not going to. So, how to avoid relapse? We should talk about that. Well, you get a daily reprieve. It's all you get. It's all you need. Let me rephrase that. It is all you need. You don't need any more than a daily reprieve. What is that? That's the grace of God. See, you have options when you get up in the morning. I have options. When I get up in the morning, I have two solutions in my options: alcohol or God. Every day for the last 8 years, I have picked God. Then I have another choice. I have another choice. My attitude. Revisit your relapse prevention plan. You probably didn't have one unless you went to treatment. We don't do relapse prevention plans in AA. Prevention in our case would be talk to your sponsor, go to meetings, get out of yourself. Okay, they're going to get clinical here. And I'm probably going to say, here and there, I might. Increase meeting attendance. Agreed. Agreed. Increase meeting attendance and go to more meetings. Try a different meeting. Maybe don't leave your home group. Okay. But maybe it's stale. Maybe you need to hear other people say something. Go to a meeting on a different coast than yours, and you'll get something different out of that. Because God, if you ask God a question, you're going to get the answer. We got to listen for that. Commit to healthy routines. Prayer, reading your big book, going to meetings. It's the same thing. I don't have a different answer. Okay. Now I'm talking AA here. What are some other things that you could do? Well, there's exercise. There's hiking. There's pickleball. There's all sorts of things that you can do. Okay. I'm not big on the physically active. Well, I haven't been in the past, but I'm getting. Here's the thing. I feel like I'm out of shape because I am out of shape. Okay. But I went and helped my mom do some stuff. Or we were all helping and we were moving this couch. Well, my brother's bigger than me, but he couldn't lift the couch. And I'm like, well, it was just weird. It was weird to see because I don't understand how I'm so much stronger than him. He even looks stronger than me, but he's not. It's weird. I don't get it. But Eating healthy. Yes, I've been eating healthier. When my son and my daughter moved in, she came to me and she said, okay, Dion, you can have your soda or your cookies, but you don't get both anymore. And I picked my soda. I haven't had cookies in a while. It's these little things, and it did help me out. I was having a lot of stomach trouble, bad stomach trouble. It was my diet and all the SSDIs I was on. I haven't had stomach trouble since I went down on my SSDIs. It was my head meds. Yeah. And because of it, I had to get my gallbladder taken out. I wonder if I can sue for that. I won't. I'm not a sue crazy kind of person now. Build a sober network. Talk to people right here. This is my sober network. People at other media, they don't call me. I'll put my name on a list. My phone number doesn't get called. There's a lot of different. AA is not the only way to build a sober network. Like DACA's got something going on. A lot of times, sober livings and stuff have things going on. Go join those. Have fun. They do things in the park, and that'll help you build a social network. Get involved with the detox and things like that in your local detox. Treatment centers, health places. These are all different things that you can do to get out of yourself. Increase self-care practice. Substance use recovery is difficult, especially during the first year. Okay. Some helpful self-care practices include therapeutic massage, acupuncture, and meditation. Thank you, Ashley Treatment Center. What is counted as a relapse? This is going to be opinionated. A relapse means that you have made a conscious decision to abandon your recovery plan and return to pre-treatment ways. It is not an isolated incident. This is premeditation. All right. Boo. Including shave as self-care. Okay. Patricia's giving me a hard time. So relapse means you made a conscious decision to abandon your recovery plan. That sounds so clinical. It's so clinical. I like it. Because what they just said is relapse can't happen beforehand. And that's not true. If you ever made a promise to somebody to quit drinking and you didn't, you relapsed, period. We don't need to make more of it. That's why I'm not big on the clinical side, because they like to talk over our heads. It's just a form of gaslighting, honestly. Like NADAC, all they do is gaslight. Now they like to call us, they like to call it alcohol use disorder. Now I have a disorder too. How many things are you going to tag on to me? How about this? Stop calling us names. How about that? So I'm going to repeat it, then I'm going to end. The perfect storm today in Colorado was this. It was a beautiful day. Payday and Friday. That's all it took. And what does that tell us? It tells us we are without defense against the first drink, period. At all times. It's all based on your spiritual condition for the day. For the day. All right. That's what I got. And that's the way it is. Some of you may know that. Walter Cronkite, that's the way it is. I did not a very good impression, but yeah, all right. I love you. I love you, and I'm glad you're sober. And I'm glad that Patricia likes or is comfortable enough with me now that she can give me a hard time. Progress. Love it. Makes me feel special. Appreciate it. I love you. Peace out.